Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Ice Vogel. Today we will experience a unique fishing technique by a Vietnamese angler, one you've likely never tried before. Join us on this adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to stay updated with more exciting content. Unlike us, where the economic conditions are better, this angler in Vietnam heads out on a motorcycle with very simple gear: a fishing rod, a bag of bait, and some provisions. Everything is strapped to the front of his motorcycle, allowing him to fish all day long. He arrives at a rather remote river section surrounded by beautiful, tranquil scenery. Let's see if he'll have any luck with his fishing rod today. While we often use spinning rods, hand rods are very popular in Vietnam. This technique has gained much traction in recent years. The angler explains that the feeling of fighting a fish with a hand rod is much more intense than with a spinning rod. Let's take a look at the length of his fishing rod. It appears to be 5.4 meters long. Time to get the setup ready. How much bait do you usually use for a fishing session? This angler isn't using just a box. He's brought an entire bowl of bait. Is he planning to fill the whole river? Let's see what he's up to. After some time, he selects his fishing spot, where many plants float on the water's surface. He clears some space and starts tossing bait into the water to attract fish. He uses simple hooks, one at the top and one at the bottom, spaced about 10 centimeters apart. This setup increases the chances of catching a fish. He adjusts the float and measures the water depth to ensure the bait reaches the bottom, as carp feed there. His float is unusually long, about 20 centimeters. In Vietnam, however, floats can be as long as 70 centimeters. These long floats are highly sensitive and resistant to wind and waves. The bait seems to be mixed with a binder to hold it together better. He forms small balls and tosses them into the water.
Bởi vì là câu nục ấy thì các bác có thể là đánh ốc nhưng như các bác đánh một chậu này, các bác bê này 6-7 cục các bác đổ kèm. Còn năng C thì các bác cứ thế này các bác câu được. Năng C là nếu mùa hè ấy, câu chấm cỏ rất chi hiệu quả.
Nằm luôn ở đây này.
The peaceful surroundings are broken only by birdsong and the occasional sound of passing boats. He begins collecting wood, likely for a campfire or to grill something. Surprisingly, he hasn't brought meat but a special delicacy: seasoned and grilled cat meat. This unusual meal highlights the diversity of cultures and traditions. It's important to show respect for other cultures and their dietary habits, even if they seem unfamiliar or shocking to us. After 30 minutes, there's still no sign of fish and it starts to rain. The brightly marked float remains motionless. And there it is. The float moves. The angler waits tensely as it slowly sinks and disappears.
Rồi, ủa, Đây rồi. Ui ui, hàng to anh em ơi. Ui trời ơi, hàng to không phải rô các bác ơi. Con gì vậy? Wow, bự anh em ơi. Ui, bố xấu tay lên rồi. Bự. Toàn cái gốc cây. À vẫn còn. Vẫn còn. Ui, chen nó phải thế này chứ. Ê, đóng cá nó phải thế này các bác ơi. Nhìn này, về chưa?
With patience and skill, he finally brings a large carp to the shore. Thanks to the double hooks, the fish couldn't escape. The carp is estimated to weigh 5 kilograms and measure about 55 centimeters in length, a rare catch in Vietnam's natural waters. The river section is stunning, and the rainy atmosphere adds a unique charm to the scene. Back to the grilled cat meat. It has turned a golden brown color and looks crispy. The angler enjoys the meal while sipping on beer. Although the dish might seem unusual to us, he seems to thoroughly enjoy it. What a life. Fishing, enjoying nature, and indulging in special snacks with beer. To complement it, he has a simple seasoning mix of salt, lemon, chili, and bread. How might the meat taste? It looks crispy and enticing. The two anglers tear pieces from the meat and eat it with relish, accompanied by a few cans of beer. After a 30-minute break, the anglers return to the water and cast their bait. From afar, the float appears tiny. A light rain continues to fall as they patiently wait. Suddenly, the float starts to twitch. It seems a fish has taken the bait. And what a fish, the angler shouts excitedly.
Đây rồi, đóng ngay. Ui, hàng cua anh em ơi. Ủa, đây. Ui, chép cua anh em ơi. Ui, mày chạy đâu em ơi?
The fish is enormous. Hand rod fishing is truly exhilarating. The sound of the taut line is indescribable, and the flexible rod amplifies the intensity of the fight.
Ôi, có đã anh em. Về chưa? Thế vậy. Mày chạy vào mắt anh em ơi. Trời ơi, công nhận này em bò. Ôi, con này phải 6 cân.
The fish is estimated to weigh 6 kilograms. After a long struggle, it lands in the net. What a feast this will make. The angler carefully secures the fish. What a successful day of fishing.
Về chưa? Được cái ở đây nước nó sâu, thành ra đánh gần bờ rất ok. Nhưng đối cái mồi này thì anh em cũng ngâm thật. Đâu em ơi? Ôi. Ôi, trời. Đẳng cấp ở đây chứ đâu. Quá là đã các bạn ạ.
We bid farewell to the first two anglers and join Mr. Locke. His bait recipe seems special. Let's take a look at what he's brought.
Mồi ngày mai sẽ bắt đầu câu. Hôm rồi cần thủ Trần tới có câu điểm câu dưới đường dây điện kia nhé. Thì cái điểm câu hôm nay
He
là...
has a large bag full of bait. Vietnamese anglers often make their own bait. This one includes chicken feed, snails, and cooked corn.
Ít cắm gà thôi. Đây là cái ngô khô này.
He shapes 7 large bait balls and tosses them into the water to attract fish. However, he doesn't start fishing immediately. He waits until the next morning. Around 9 a.m. the next day, he returns to his fishing spot. The area is densely overgrown and difficult to access.
Giống như kiểu đi trong rừng ấy, nhưng mà thực ra không. Và lần thứ 3 này, không nhầm là lần thứ 3 thì cá chép cũng không to lắm nhưng mà sao. Rồi, tới bên câu nha.
To lure the fish, he uses dry fish meal bait that quickly dissolves upon hitting the water, drawing fish closer. His fishing bait is made of natural ingredients, fermented sweet potatoes, roasted sesame seeds, and a homemade spice mix. Everything is thoroughly mixed to improve the consistency. For carp fishing, using double hooks is standard. He lowers the bait into the water and adjusts the float so that only 2 markers remain visible on the surface, while the hooks touch the bottom. For a long time, he only catches small fish. Finally, around 1 p.m., a big fish takes the bait. The float suddenly disappears and the fight begins. The fish is large and his 4.5-meter rod struggles due to the many branches in the way. With a friend's help and plenty of patience, he finally manages to land the fish.
Nhổ cái cây kia lên luôn đi Hải ơi. Nhổ.
Cứ từ từ. Cứ từ từ. Con này dính chắc rồi.
Đúng rồi. Rồi. Yeah.
Lắm chứ đâu phải dễ. Vô. Quá vẫn bé.
The carp weighs an estimated 5 kilograms and is about 60 centimeters long. The angler measures it with his hands before releasing it back into the water in a net. And so ends our experience with the unique fishing techniques of some Vietnamese anglers.
Chết luôn. Con này nổi rồi. Ui, nó chạy quả phê quá. Thành công rồi.
What do you think of their fishing methods? Do you like this approach? Share your thoughts in the comments. Next, we'll experience fishing with another angler. Let's see what makes him special. Does he have a massive box to take all his fish home? At first I thought so, but no. It's a box that doubles as a seat, almost like a chair. It has multiple holders around it for fishing rods, bait containers, and even a sun and rain umbrella. Super practical.
Thì cứ tầm khoảng 30 phút em mới xả mà hạt vị đào là nhiều. Hạt vị đào xả nhậu nữa, quyết tâm tập trung vào câu.
His bait is different from ours. He has a large bowl of bait, which appears to be made of fine powder. Surrounding him are various bottles of scents and essences to attract the fish. He's currently mixing his bait.
Nếu mà anh em bóp cái là nó dính vào này. Nhưng mà xuống nước nó bung ngay, anh em nhìn nước nhé.
He divides the bait into 2 parts. One part is scattered at the bottom of the lake to attract fish, and the other is mixed with a sticky substance to make it easier to attach to the hook. He scatters the loose bait into the water using a spoon and waits. Let's see if the fish bite and how many he can catch.
Báo cá nha các bác nha.
I notice he's using a very long fishing rod, probably 7.2 meters. Now watch the buoy on the right side of the screen. The wind is picked up, and ripples are forming on the water's surface. Look, the buoy is already trembling. There's a signal. He's observing it intently. And whoosh, a loud whizzing sound as the line cuts through the water. He's caught his first fish. The rod bends dramatically and I worry it might snap. He asks his friend to hold the rod while he prepares the net to bring the first fish ashore.
Giời nó vít.
The fishing rod is indeed very long, probably over 7 meters. After 5 minutes of back and forth, he lands the fish, a large grass carp weighing an estimated 5 to 6 kilograms. It seems the fish are swarming his bait spot. The buoy goes underwater again, and a second fish is hooked.
Cướp cả sao đứa trục.
I notice his fishing line is much longer than the rod, likely 9 to 10 meters. This fish is also a grass carp. It seems he's not just fishing randomly today, but specifically targeting grass carp.
Hạ gần anh à.
He's an exceptional angler. What an incredibly successful fishing session. He's caught so many fish. In total, he landed 7 fish weighing between 40 and 50 kilograms combined, even though some of his lines snapped multiple times. What do you think of his fishing technique? What's the highest number of fish you've ever caught in one session? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Support the channel by sharing the video and subscribing.